How could a normal trip turn into such a terrible one? An expensive Tesla on the road accidentally met an unexpected guest. What happened in those tense moments? Was the car damaged? Watch this video to find out. It's a tough night for drivers, with poor visibility making nighttime driving dangerous. Collisions with black bears are a common hazard in areas like the Rockies in the fall. Drive slowly in low-light areas and stay alert. Your safety depends on it.
Way down. He's gonna fall. He almost fell.
This racer was inches away from victory when his car hit a deer, causing nearly $50,000 in damage. Race officials should prioritize racer safety by installing barriers. The weight of a moose, which can weigh up to 1,500 pounds, can easily crush a car's hood and hood. Footage shows it briefly blocking visibility.
Holy crap! Oh my God. Oh.
In these situations, drivers should quickly get out of their vehicles, move at least 100 feet away, and then contact emergency services immediately.
Gosh, the car was gonna go up in flames. Oh.
In a shocking incident, a collision with a wild horse has left residents concerned. The increasing number of wild horses has created an urgent need for action on traffic congestion and accidents. Always be alert on the road when on the road. A horrific collision with a kangaroo shook drivers about 6 years ago and recently happened again in 2023 in rural Queensland.
Holy shit.
The encounter happened so suddenly that it caught drivers off guard. The government should prioritize installing wildlife warning signs in high-risk areas to keep drivers safe. The $80,000 repair bill could have been avoided if the elephant had not walked onto the road. According to the traffic department, there were no injuries to the driver. Emergency measures should be taken to install barriers where accidents are common on roads. Black bears are actively feeding at night in Pasadena, creating hazards for drivers. Ignoring warning signs could lead to car damages averaging $5,000. Stay alert and reduce speed in wildlife zones to avoid accidents and traffic jams. Cattle ranchers must graze in designated areas to avoid disturbances. Uncontrolled grazing can result in fines of up to $2,500. In rural Texas, cow collisions have increased by 40% in the past 3 years. Feral hogs are wreaking havoc on Texas roads with over 2 million roaming freely. Drive carefully and stay alert in traffic. Install hog-proof fencing if you are in a rural area and promote the installation of much-needed warning signs. After the collision with the deer left his car inoperable, police stressed the urgent need for improved road lighting.
Oh my god, oh my god. Oh my god.
The government should install lights along the highway and require drivers to drive at 60 mph. With over 1,000 accidents involving animals each year, road safety has become a major challenge. Promote new driver training programs to ensure safer travel through hazardous areas. This image highlights the alarming increase in the bear population, now estimated at more than 1,500 in California.
He goes, oh fuck! Bach gaya!
The government must act quickly to prevent potential dangers to motorists. This video shows the severity of a high-speed collision, one of more than 6,000 reported each year. Staying alert on the road is your best defense. Your awareness and caution can make the difference in avoiding danger. He was probably driving too fast at night when the elephant suddenly crossed the road, leading to the accident. Encounters with elephants have increased by 30% in residential areas. The current measure is for drivers to slow down through these areas to better monitor them. Why was a car allowed to drive into such a high-stakes horse race? Fortunately, there were no serious injuries, but some horses were stunned. All racetracks are required to install barriers to prevent future collisions. Fortunately, no one was seriously injured, but the driver was faced with a split-second, stressful decision. Call 911 immediately. Every second counts. Remember, quick action can prevent minor injuries from becoming serious. Would you believe this $15,000 car escaped serious damage in a collision with a small deer? The driver was lucky. Always paying attention to the road and using your phone can lead to a catastrophic accident in an instant. Be a safe driver and focus on driving, and do not use any devices while driving to avoid unwanted collisions with wild animals. Do you have any advice for drivers? Please comment below. Your comments are valuable to drivers. Thank you.
With an estimated 1.5 million hippos in the United States, the hippo population has become a serious problem for humans. According to research by the United States Fish and Wildlife Service, the species reproduces rapidly, with hundreds of hippos born each year.
Oh, he's got a piece of flesh in it.
They are quadrupedal animals that can survive on land and in water, and can swim at speeds of up to 19 miles per hour. About 200 hippo attacks on tourist boats have been recorded in the United States each year, and it is estimated that the cost of repairing boats damaged by attacks is $3 million. A group of kayakers were enjoying a fun outing on the water when they accidentally entered a hippo habitat. Suddenly, a hippo attacked a man in the group, flipping his kayak. At that moment, the man remained calm, slapping the water hard to distract the animal. Fortunately, thanks to his ingenuity and agility, the man escaped the attack and was quickly assisted by others to get to shore safely. However, this incident serves as a strong warning to anyone planning to picnic in the US's waterways without security supervision. Faced with their plight in the United States, the government has launched an extreme hunting campaign to prevent this threat. Hippos have caused many problems in Florida, Louisiana, and Texas. According to statistics, in 2023, about 1,500 hippos were dealt with in the United States to reduce accidents and conflicts with humans. This campaign was carried out with more than 300 professional hunters from South Africa, Zimbabwe, and Canada. In harsh environments like the swamps of the United States, hunters must meet strict health requirements. Hunters must be at least 21 years old to participate, ensuring they are mature and experienced enough to handle dangerous situations. For a hunting license for a hippo weighing 4,000 pounds, hunters must have at least 5 years of hunting experience and complete weapons training. Swamp terrain makes travel difficult, so hunters must travel in groups of 3 to 5 to ensure safety. Hippo hunting permits are usually valid during the dry season, from May to November, when water levels in swampy areas are lower, allowing hunters to access hippo habitat more easily. Hunters must move carefully and flexibly in this terrain, as swampy areas are often unprotected by trees, and if they are not well hidden, they will easily be discovered by the animals. Hunters need to use light vehicles such as small boats or rafts to move on the water, combined with the use of devices such as GPS and high-powered binoculars to accurately locate the hippo from a distance. While always being vigilant to avoid potential dangers from the harsh surrounding environment. Hunters in the United States primarily use large caliber rifles, such as the .375 HH Magnum or .458 Winchester Magnum, which are specifically chosen for their ability to deal with the massive body mass of hippos. The use of these powerful rifles ensures a quick and humane takedown of hippos. Hunters aim for 50 to 100 yards as a standard range. In hunting licenses issued by the Fish and Wildlife Service or licensed hunting service organizations. After participating in hunting, hunters can be supported with hunting expenses up to $1,000, including the cost of the license and a portion of the travel expenses, provided that the regulations are fully followed and the hunting results are reported to the authorities within 24 hours. Reporting helps authorities closely monitor hippo populations, assess the impact of hunting on conservation, and ensure that hunting is taking place within permitted limits. Then hunters who fail to comply with this regulation and fail to fully report the number of hippos they have knocked down face fines of up to $5,000 and may have their hunting licenses revoked. The policy is designed to ensure responsible hunting and ecological balance. Hippo hunting in the US is supported by the majority of people for safety reasons. If you support this hunting activity, please comment number 1. If you have any questions, please comment below the description so we can answer your questions. Don't take your eyes off the screen. Share the video with many people and subscribe to the channel for good luck. Watch the surprise right after. Burmese python farms in Florida, USA, are famous for their large scale, especially in the leather industry, ranking high globally and bringing in millions of dollars in revenue each year. However, in August 2021, a farm here due to lack of security let hundreds of pythons escape. Following their hunting instincts, they quickly attacked neighboring farms, especially chicken and pig farms. Burmese pythons weigh from 100 to 200 pounds and are 12 to 18 feet long. They can swallow 3 to 5 chickens at a time, causing about 30 million USD in damage to a farm. It is estimated that thousands of pigs have been seriously affected by the invasion of this python species. From there, the hunt begins. Hunting Burmese pythons in Florida is not as simple as many people think. This is a fierce battle between humans and powerful reptiles. Burmese pythons often lurk in dense swamps, where they can easily attack and hide. When underwater, they become dangerous with the ability to squeeze and pull prey into the water, so hunters must have good reflexes. To deal with them, hunters must possess special skills to adapt to the challenging swamp environment. At the same time, hunters need to be in good health, with a minimum physical index of VO2 max 4,550 nl/minute, and between the ages of 25 and 40, the age when physical strength and resilience are at their best. Florida officials typically hold intensive training sessions for hunters in the spring, when the weather begins to warm up and Burmese pythons are most active. These sessions focus on techniques for identifying the location and behavior of pythons in the swamp environment, as well as how to handle them safely. When capturing pythons, hunters are instructed to grasp the neck just behind the head. This is a weak point because when held there, the python cannot turn its head to attack. This position allows the hunter to avoid a surprise bite and control the python without resorting to extreme measures. Hunting Burmese pythons in Florida usually requires at least 2 to 3 hunters to work together. Hunting in groups increases safety, shares the workload, and ensures a quick response to unexpected situations. But to effectively deal with Burmese pythons, hunters need to be fully equipped with tools such as protective gloves, snake hooks, and specialized ropes. At Burmese python hunting in Florida has been strongly supported by many residents because the invasion of this species has caused serious damage to business operations. The capture has reduced the population from 5,000 to 1,500 in 4 months. According to research by experts, the number of Burmese pythons is most concentrated in the Everglades area, a large swamp system in southern Florida. The Everglades provides an ideal habitat with a complex ecosystem, many sources of water, and abundant food, making it a hot spot for the appearance and reproduction of Burmese pythons. Hunting Burmese pythons at night along major roads in Florida is often intensified, because at this time the pythons have reduced visibility and pay less attention to surrounding activities. This makes it easier for hunters to approach quickly without losing too much time. During night hunts, hunters need to carry high-powered flashlights to illuminate, making it easier to detect pythons hiding along the roadside and in the grass. Protective vests are used to protect the body from bites or sudden attacks and to help hunters move quickly and safely in low-light environments. When hunting Burmese pythons, hunters must always be wary of their fighting power. A Burmese python can squeeze its prey with up to 90 psi of force, enough to cause serious injury. If the hunter is not careful, the situation will become serious. Therefore, the authorities always clearly warn about the precautions in the hunting license and require strict compliance to ensure the safety of the participants. But to encourage the control of the python population, each time a Burmese python is caught, the hunter will be rewarded with between $50 and $100, depending on its size and weight. After successful capture, the Florida government processes the Burmese python skins to supply the leather industry. Unprocessed python skins can sell for between $150 and $300, depending on the skin. These skins are often purchased by tanneries to be turned into high-end fashion products such as handbags, shoes, and belts, generating significant economic value from this natural resource. After watching the video, if you have any questions, please leave them in the comments section so we can answer them. Don't forget to like and share the video so that Mouse Farm has the motivation to explore other wild lands. Please watch the next video. It is estimated that Hakuba spends about $1.2 million a year to repair damage caused by bears, including repairing houses and vehicles, and installing bear repellent devices. In addition, about $300,000 is spent annually on patrolling, monitoring, and working with authorities to deal with bear-related incidents. In total, the town spends about $1.5 million annually to deal with the situation, a figure that could rise if effective control measures are not taken. The situation in Japan has become tense as the government has organized black bear hunting activities to protect people from the increasing attacks. In April 2019, many inexperienced hunters were attacked by the animals when facing the animals at a distance of only 10 feet. Luckily, they were able to handle the situation in time before it became worse. Hunters have moved deep into Japan's wilderness, concentrating in the Haida Mountains in Gifu Prefecture, known to have the highest density of black bears in the country. The area is home to an estimated 20,000 black bears, posing a worrying threat to nearby communities. The organized hunt has attracted professional hunters from the United States, Canada, and Germany. According to a study on black bear behavior in Japan, experts from the Hokkaido University Wildlife Research Institute have shown that preparing bait with a specific scent can attract black bears by up to 70%, increasing the hunter's hunting efficiency in time. Hunters prepare corn bait in large barrels containing about 50 pounds of corn. These bait barrels are placed throughout the hunting period, which lasts from 2 to 4 weeks, helping hunters control black bears closer to the hunting site. The Japanese government has invented a new technology, a machine that imitates the cries of black bears to attract them. The machine emits distressing sounds like the cries of a wounded animal. This allows hunters to approach the animal at the closest distance, but also requires them to be agile in handling dangerous situations. These skills are learned by hunters in a 3-month training course on firearms and bear behavior. Hunters must be 20 years or older to participate in hunting activities and will receive government support of up to $500 to cover hunting expenses. However, the black bear hunting season in Japan is mainly in the fall, when bears begin to store food for the winter. To ensure humanness, hunting is not allowed to target pregnant bears or cubs, and a maximum of 2,000 bears are allowed to be hunted each hunting season to maintain ecological balance. Many communities do not support black bear hunting, seeing it as extreme and unnecessary. They believe that hunting harms bear populations, disrupts ecosystems, and threatens the species' survival in the wild. Furthermore, some believe that there are other, more humane ways to control bear populations, such as using conservation and habitat management. These communities often advocate conservation and seek painless alternatives. After completing the hunt, the Japanese government requires hunters to strictly comply with the policies in the license and not to take any action for personal gain that is contrary to the law. Hunters must report the number of bears hunted to local authorities for management and supervision. At the same time, all acts of taking bear skins for illegal trading or import are strictly prohibited. If violated, offenders will be severely punished by imprisonment to maintain legal order. Leave your comments on the most effective and humane way to deal with black bears. Comment number 1 if you are waiting for new measures on dealing with bears. Share this video and God bless you. Please watch the next video. When hunting buffalo, hunters need to remain calm and patient. In addition, hunters should avoid hunting in areas where visibility is obscured by dense vegetation, as this can increase the risk of being attacked by a surprise attack. Tanzania in particular has the highest number of hunters attacked by buffalo in the world. This brown bear was about 2 to 3 times the size of the two hunters, weighing about 1,500 pounds. For bell hunters to hunt bears, the distance is 50 yards, so standing any closer could violate the permit. To effectively hunt elk, you should avoid areas with dense vegetation, as this can make it difficult to aim and approach them. Additionally, use high ground to observe and keep quiet.
Good shot. Good.
South Africa's hunting license stipulates that hunters should hunt in groups of 3 or more to ensure safety. If this moment is not dealt with promptly, an unwanted situation will occur when a buffalo attacks. A hunter was faced with a situation when he was attacked by a 2,000-pound buffalo. This situation emphasized that hunters must have skills in buffalo behavior to ensure safety when participating in hunting and handle it promptly. Lion hunting began in East Africa in the 1800s and ended in 1977 due to wildlife conservation policies designed to protect them from extinction. Lion hunting requires hunters to be between the ages of 25 and 50 when facing the world's most dangerous animal. When filming rhinos, you should keep a safe distance and avoid doing anything to attract their attention.
Lovely.
In this case, when the rhino spotted him, the man made a loud noise by hitting the car, causing it to run away. According to the African Wildlife Conservation Society, there are about 50 to 215 cases of tourists being attacked by rhinos each year.
Hey. Hey. Sergeant Dumont. Hey.
Tourists must follow instructions, keep a safe distance from rhinos, and do not do anything to attract attention or disturb them to avoid risks. Here, a group of tourists in a car approached a tiger to take pictures of it. At first, everything went well as the tourists kept their distance, and the tiger showed no signs of aggression. After a few moments, the animal started to come closer and things quickly turned ugly when it suddenly charged. But the car moved quickly and no one was attacked.
Okay.
During an 11-day hunting trip on Kodiak Island, a hunter faces a daunting challenge in his search for the largest land predator. The hunter's dream of capturing a brown bear becomes a reality when their bow and arrow hit their prey. When threatened, an elephant can reach speeds of up to 25 miles per hour. But that's no match for an all-terrain vehicle traveling at 40 miles per hour. That's why a group of hunters were lucky to escape after being chased by it for 200 yards. At this moment, the hunter was trying to grab the antlers of the deer worth 100 to 300 USD, an action that could have caused him to be attacked at any moment. Luckily, this deer was still young and did not attack the hunter. A hunter with 2 to 3 years of experience will advise you that in a situation where a wildcat is only 1 yard away from you, the most important thing is not to move. Any movement can make the wildcat feel threatened, and this can lead to you being attacked or injured, and it will run away. The hunter thought the buck was lying down, but suddenly it jumped up, causing panic. In the chaos, the hunter acted quickly and brought it down. It is best to determine that the prey cannot move anymore before approaching. The dogs drove the wild boar into the hunting area, giving the hunter a chance to take it down. The safest shooting distance required by the license is 50 feet. However, in this situation, everything that happened was beyond the hunter's expectations. According to statistics, there are about 2,000 buffalo hunts in South Africa each year, and well-trained hunters can save up to 40% of hunting time compared to untrained ones. Cows become aggressive when protecting their calves. In this case, the man was fortunately not injured. It is dangerous to approach animals without understanding their behavior and should not act like the one in the video. If you encounter a mountain lion attack, back away slowly and remain calm so as not to provoke the animal. Use protective gear to protect yourself, but always prioritize avoiding direct conflict. A moose suddenly appeared and threatened the hunter, showing its strength and protecting its territory. The hunter kept his cool and showed his experience well. For hunting wild animals, hunters need to clearly understand the regulations in the license to ensure safety. The most impressive moment is the moment number. Please leave a comment below. Especially if you are looking forward to many new moments about wild animals. Please share. Click the channel subscription button to wait for part 3. Please continue watching the video.
Thanks for sticking around and watching the whole video. If you liked it, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. And hey, be sure to tell your friends about us too so they can check it out. Bye and see you in the